Hello everyone, how are you? So I've been doing last week, or the last video, I did a series, no, not a series, a teaching on cultic organizations, and I talked about the signs. So then I felt from the questions I was receiving, I also want to talk about how does one leave a cult. In this case, I'm talking about churches. So, and as I said, there are many cultic organizations. There could be political cults, whatever cults, but I'm talking specifically about churches and ministries. And so what I want to talk about today is how does one leave a cult? Because this is a question that many people have said. Some of the things that I've noticed is that people who are in a cult are always complaining about their church. You meet them on the road and they will begin, if you have an understanding of their church, they'll just begin to complain. Oh, in this church, this. But then they never leave. So I'm going to give you a few signs on when you need to leave and how do you leave. So number one, recognize the need to leave. First of all, you have to accept that you have to leave. Recognize the need to leave. Acknowledge that that something is wrong and trust your instincts. List the reasons why you want to leave. For example, control, manipulation, harm, hurt. Understand that fear, guilt, and doubt are often tools the group uses to keep members trapped. You will be afraid. And they will ask you, if you leave, what are you going to do? If you leave, how do you survive? What will you do when you leave? Number two, seek outside support. Confide in a trusted outsider, someone who is not in the church, someone who is not a family member, because family can, sometimes they may be in the cult, or they may be, they may have been telling you to leave, but then you're still there. So get someone who is not in your family and not in the church, and confide in them. Contact organizations. You see, the funny thing is, I discovered that there are actually organizations that deal with issues like these ones. One of them is International Cultic Studies Association. Okay. Now, I'm not advertising them, but if they can help you, why not? And you can check icsahome.com and you can just contact them, International Cultic Studies Association. And you can also look at the other one called Cult Escape, cultescape.com. And these are things that are there. If you're a Christian, fight for the faith. So confide in this and also seek outside support. And if you fear retaliation, because some of these cults may retaliate, even churches, you may want to seek legal or law enforcement advice. You may want even to sue them if they come after you, okay? Or even to ask for law enforcement to protect you, but also pray, because some of them are spiritual. Number three, plan your exit strategically. Let me give you a few strategies on how to use. Number one, if you're in immediate danger, leave as quickly and as quietly as possible. Many people say, oh, do I have to go say because I want to go say so that I can live well and I can live in a nice way? And let me say this, if you're in a cult, there's no nice way of living. Whether you go and say that you want to leave or you don't, the results will be the same. You'll be vilified, you will be accused, it will be said that you are useless, it will be said that you are nothing, you will be accused of things you didn't even do, and things that when you hear them, you'll be in shock that they're talking about you that way. So plan your exit strategically. Leave, just leave. If you're in immediate danger, leave as quickly and as quietly as possible. If possible, secure important documents. That is, if you're employed in the cult, in that organization, things like ID, passport, and bank information, make sure you have them. Financial independence is also another important aspect. If the group controls your money, try to save secretly or ask for outside help. But then again, I would also urge you not to put money with a church or with a ministry. Don't save your money with a ministry or a church, okay? Uh, go to the banks, go to money market funds and just save. Don't put money in organizations that have been started by churches, in investment organizations, okay? You may lose your money. So then if you have to move from where you stay, if the people knew where you stay, move from where you stay, okay? Number 4, prepare for psychological manipulation. So the group may do a few things. For example, they may love bomb you. Love bomb is the sudden affection to lure you back. They suddenly realize, oh, we made a mistake. Now they want you back. It's a lie. Do not allow or accept it. They may threaten you, okay? They may talk about eternal punishment. They may talk about curses. They may talk about shunning. They may actually say that you will never succeed, that you are cursed. They may gaslight you and say you were never a true believer, you are being deceived, what. They may all say all these things. So the best thing to do, write down your reasons for living to remind yourself when doubt arises, because doubt will arise. You will sometimes find yourself questioning why you left, okay? Number 5, make a clean break if safe. Make a clean break. Cut off contact. So in other words, block numbers, social media, avoid meetings, change routines to avoid places where members might find you, expect shunning. Many cults force members to cut off apostates, because at that point you are an apostate. Members may even be told that if they associate with you, they will be cast. So be ready for that. Be ready to be kicked out even by people you thought you trusted. Okay. Number 6, deconstruct the mindset. Begin to deprogram where necessary. Deprogramming may be necessary. Get therapy, get support groups, and read or research about these cultic organizations. Begin to question indoctrinated beliefs, okay? Because by you being in this cultic organization or cultic church, you are indoctrinated into some beliefs. So begin to question them. Read books about them. Watch documentaries on cultic tactics. Rebuild critical thinking, all right? Learn about logical fallacies and manipulation techniques. Now, this may save your life. Number 7, rebuild your life. So find a new community. Don't just walk out and give up on your faith and give up on Christ and give up on God and give up on the Bible just because one cultic church or ministry mishandled you. No. Rebuild your life. Find your community. In fact, use what you experienced in that cultic organization as your fuel to make sure that no one else falls prey to such cultic organizations. Okay? So find new community, find a support group, find healthy churches, find hobby groups, something to keep you off from that cultic church. Go for therapy. A counselor experienced in cult recovery can help. So go to therapy. Many of us Christians don't really believe in therapy, but there are times that you have to get into therapy. Rediscover your identity. Rediscover the identity you had before you even went to this cult, okay? And then, if need be, legal and financial recovery. If the group took money, consult a lawyer about possible fraud, if possible, if necessary and if possible. Consult a lawyer, consult widely on how can you sue them or how can you recover your money. If family is still in the cult, seek advice on how to help them, because there are times that these cultic churches break apart families. You leave and your wife is left, and so that marriage is dead. Or your wife leaves and you are left, and that marriage is dead. Or you leave or you stay and your mother leaves. There's a lot of fragments. They separate people from each other. So if need be, seek help on how you can find recovery. okay, and how you can be able to help your loved ones who've been left there. The ideal way is if you guys are walking out, walk out as a family and just leave. Okay, so, but always remember that you're not alone. Many have escaped and they have rebuilt their lives, so you're not alone. Also, know it's not your fault that you left, because cults use sophisticated manipulation. They will make it about you and they will say anything and everything to make it all about you other than themselves. So they remember there is what they are protecting. They are protecting their interests. They are protecting their man of God. And so you are useless the moment you leave. You're useless to them. So they're going to use you. They're going to use anything and everything against you to protect what they are hiding. All right. And also understand that healing takes time. So be patient with yourself. Don't rush to heal. Just let it work. In fact, there's a book that I would like to recommend by a man called Marc Dupont, and it's called Toxic Churches. And you may want to read that book because then it gives a lot of information about spiritual abuse and how to overcome it. Thank you, and God bless you.